Hey guys, just Jani. Today I'm going to show you how I make my infinity pendant for a necklace. You need one of the larger spoons. I've already flattened just the handle. We don't need the bowl today. You need to mark it at 4.5 inches. So any spoon that you can get 4.5 inches out of will work. Go ahead and mark that. And you'll want to choose a spoon that has a good pattern, unless you want a plain one. But if you want the pattern to show, because it is kind of reversible, then choose something with a good pattern. So let's cut this. Just grind this smooth and I'll show you how to mark it and bend it. Okay, we've ground this end off smooth. Now we're going to mark it. We need the center because each side is going to be bent around to the center. This side is more to the center. This side it might be slightly off center, but we do want them to look like they're lining up perfectly. Otherwise it won't really be an infinity. So this was 4.5 inches. So we're gonna mark 2 1/4. And just put a little line there, flip it over, put one on the other side. If you're wondering, this pattern is called First Love. So let's go over to the arbor press and I'll show you how to bend it. Okay, we have our end ground off smooth. I'm going to be using my bender press. But I wanted to show you, we're not just making 2 rings stacked on top of each other. This stays straight. We're just bending each end around to meet in the center. So if you look where I marked it here, the bend doesn't really start forming until here. So when we put it in the bender press, if that's what you're using, or even if you're just using a ring mandrel in a vise, we're gonna start in here because we don't want to bend this. So I'm using the one that's all black. We don't want too much bend on the tip. It's going to kind of lean in a little, but it's not really bent a lot. So you see I'm working back and forth in this area because I don't want to put too much bend here and have it not reach center. So just take your time. I don't want to get any bend past here, and I've kind of started to, so I need to bring that tip up. Actually, let's switch to the smaller pin, go to the smallest one. You can see now I'm just holding it still and pulling it forward a little. And I'm just watching my aim that it looks like it's going to hit that line. Just want to keep curving it, but encouraging it toward that line. And you might try a different block or different channels, or you know, just whatever it takes to get it where you want it without. There, that looks centered. Now I am not centered. I'll show you. The center of this is a little bit off to the right. I want it centered with the rest. So before I go any further, use this like a vise. Grab a rawhide mallet or a rubber mallet, whatever you've got. And just tap that over now. Because if you don't, it'll be harder to fix it later. Oops, have my hands too high. So you can see I've brought it right up to that line. It's pretty round. I see it kind of wanted to make a crease there, but I think that's because of the pattern. Sometimes they do that. So now the other side is going to come back the other way. So pattern side up. I'm going to switch back to the bigger pin to get started. And if you remember, from where the pattern, where our line is, we're not going to get a curve till out here. So we're going to work in this area. Need to tap this over. Show you where I'm at. It's coming. It's just going to slip on me. Give it a push. I'm going to go ahead and pull it to me a bit. Right there, it doesn't look like it's going to land where I want, so I'm going to switch the pins and try to get it to bend up a little further. I'm going to try a different channel, see if it'll quit sliding on me here. There we go, it's a little better. But you can see if I just push hard right now, it's going to land like over here, not all the way up here where I want it. So I know there's a lot of back and forth switching pins, but I think it's easier to go slow, try different things, switch pins, rather than land it wrong and not be able to fix it. Okay, I'm not sure if you saw that. I just pulled this open, like pulled it back, because it wasn't going to land far enough. I need to bend it a little farther up here. So I'm going to see if I can just get this in here a little bit further. You can see it's heading there now. It wants to kind of land in the right spot now. But I did do it with the small pin. Switch back over. You can see I have a kind of a flat spot here. I'm going to try and bend it right there and bring it up. See how it looks. It's not quite coming up to the line. You can see that there. It's not lined up. That's okay. Just one sec. I'm gonna grab just a flat screwdriver. I'm going to lift it up. Just a little. Just had to lift up a tiny bit, which is okay because this is still kind of big and not as curved as nice as this side. So that gives me a chance to tighten up that little curve right there. You know what, I want to try. Oops. I'm going to try just getting a little more bend on this right there. Okay. That looks pretty good. I've kept this straight. I've curved both ends around. You can see my mark there. Might need to come up. Let me look at it here. This one's pointing right at the line. This one is slightly above the line, but that's okay as long as they're meeting in the middle. And to me it looks slightly higher on this side, but really I could probably leave it. But I'm a bit of a perfectionist when I can be, so I'm just going to use this and see if I can just push that open a smidge right there and then close it down here. Let's see. That's better. Almost dead on. So I hope this helps. And if you have not yet subscribed, please like and subscribe for more tutorials like this one. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks.